Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ching, and today we're at Jade Asian and Kitchen Noodles at Rampart Casino, and we're gonna have some dinner. Let's go. Let's take a look at what the restaurant looks like. Ooh, it's nice in here. To the left is the seating area. There are tables set up. This is a smaller space right here. And on the other side is a high top and bar area. They open this area at about 4 o'clock, and you can come in and have appetizers. They also do teppanyaki back here. So they have 2 large tables for groups of people.
Welcome to Jade. My name is David. I'm going to go over a few dishes we're offering this evening. Right here is going to be our tiger prawns. They're going to be steamed prawns placed over a bed of glass noodles tossed in an exo soy glaze. Right here we will have our Taishan cauliflower, which is a Chinese cauliflower with long stem and baby flower. It's just all tossed in a homemade garlic sauce. Right here is going to be our homemade papaya salad with fresh shaved green papaya, sauteed chilled shrimp along the edge with a Thai vinaigrette tossed through all this with crushed peanuts garnished over the top. Right here will be our crab claws, which will be our black tip crab claws, de-shelled, then placed with a ball of shrimp paste that we make in-house, served with a honey mayo that is over the top. Right here will be our Jade spaghetti that will start off with an udon noodle base, topped off with a meat sauce done with our ground pork and dried shrimp, shaved cucumber along the edge with green onion garnish, and to finish it off, we'll have our 48-hour prepped duck right here, which will be crispy skin, traditional half duck right here.
So I was just informed from the chef that some of these items are on the secret menu. See what you get for watching my video? You learn about all the secret menu items. But I will say, whatever is featured here, if you don't see it on the menu, you can simply ask for it and they'll have it for you. So many things in front of me, hard to choose what to start off with, but I'm gonna start with the papaya shrimp salad. It looks amazing. I have to say everything here is so visual. The presentation is so visually pleasing, but let's try this. I'm curious to see what the dressing is. You guys, that's really good. It's got a very light dressing, so it doesn't drown out all the flavors. There's just a medley of flavors in here. This is really, really good. In fact, it's so good I want another bite. So this is a crab claw with kind of like a honey mustard thing going on. As you guys know, I like crab legs, crab, lobster. All right, here we go. Guys, that is so good. It is so meaty and chunky. And you can really taste the crab, and I think this honey mustard complements it so well. I'm gonna taste it without the honey mustard just to see how it tastes. Oh my God, yeah. It is, if you could see that, maybe I can move closer. It is so meaty inside and so delicious. I can't help but notice that this duck is like calling my name. I noticed they didn't serve it with any sort of like wrap to put it in. It's just the duck. But there is a little sauce to it, so we're gonna try it with the sauce. Jade is located in Summerlin. So if you're on the strip, it's probably about 30 minutes from there. But so far, I'm gonna say it's gonna be worth the drive. Let's take a bite of this duck. All I need with that duck is some rice or a little wrap to put it in. The skin is so crispy. The meat of that duck is so tender, and the sauce that comes with it is just complements it so well. What I'm gonna say about everything I'm eating is that it's just so flavorful. It's not just one flavor. Starting with that papaya salad, the papaya shrimp salad, it's not just, it has so many different flavors that kind of contribute to its unique taste that's really, really good. When they brought this out, it's like, I thought it was spaghetti. I was like, oh, we're in an Asian restaurant. Why do we have spaghetti? But it's actually spaghetti over udon noodles. So I'm gonna be honest, I've never had it over udon noodles. So I got a fork for this. I feel like chopsticks just gonna slip right on through. So I'm curious to see what kind of flavor this is gonna taste like. Is it gonna be more Asian or is it just spaghetti sauce over udon noodles? And as you can tell, the udon noodles are much chubbier than a regular spaghetti noodle. So no way does it taste like regular spaghetti. The udon noodles give it sort of an Asian touch, like those Asian flavors. Like it's definitely not tasting Italian. While what's mixed in this meat is not like an Italian meat sauce, but it's as meaty as that. So it's kind of like, I would go and say it's an Asian spaghetti. It tastes like that. It's delicious. I went to Jade, I'm gonna say a year and a half or 2 years ago, and I thought it was okay. But with these new menu items or different menu items that I see here today, it tastes so much more authentic, like authentically Asian. Like, you know, there is a big group of Asian people back there cooking. That's how authentic it tastes. That's why I'm really kind of surprised when I started, trying this food. I've never tried any of these before except this one. It's really authentic tasting and good. Okay, next. It looks really plain to me just by looking at it. It's the Thai-san cauliflower. But I have to say my favorite vegetables are asparagus and cauliflower. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm hoping that it's very flavorful. It's supposedly like sauteed in garlic, so. It's not soft and mushy. It still has retained its crunch. So when you bite into it, there's a crunch to it, not, like a boiled mush taste. And the garlic that it's in is very lightly sauteed, so it doesn't overpower the cauliflower. I would say I like this as well. Last but not least are these, I want to say, I'll put the exact thing on the screen, but I want to say this is prawn over glass noodles. The prawns, I'm going to say right out, are huge. Let's take a bite of the glass noodles. It's over. I'm Filipino, so glass noodles remind me so much of pancit, if you're familiar. That's really good as well. And again, just so flavorful. Whatever they mix that noodle in is really flavorful. Okay, you guys, you have to know I would not leave without having dessert. I'm stuffed, but I couldn't resist. I have 2 items off the menu. This one for sure is the ube cheesecake. And the other one, again, is not on the menu itself. It's kind of a secret menu item. Again, ask for it if you see this video and they'll have it. So let's dig right in. So I'm curious about the flan, okay? So there are 2 types of flans in this world for me. One is the Mexican flan, which is not as sweet as the Filipino flan. The Filipino flan tends to be a little sweeter for me, and of course I'm Filipino. I'm used to that flavor. So I'm interested to see which flavor they went with. I'm thinking Filipino since we're kind of in an Asian restaurant. So I'm going to start off by saying it's nicely made flan should not have those little holes. I don't know if you've ever made flan, but if it's not made correctly, it's like little holes. It should be smooth and creamy. So that looks good. There is a light brown, sweet kind of syrup around it. Oh, he went Filipino style. It's actually sweeter than I thought it would be. No, so if that's Filipino style, that's leche flan. And now that I think about it, the chef did mention something about it being Filipino. Yeah, he went leche flan and he did a great job. The consistency in there is creamy, no little holes in it. Good job, chef. I think that's really good. It's not as sweet as a Filipino would make it, but it's also not how a Mexican flan tastes like because it's sweeter. So it's somewhere in between the sweetness, a Mexican flan and a Filipino leche flan. Ube cheesecake, this looks amazing. Let's see what this tastes like. Yeah, it's, oh well, that's different. Okay, there's a little syrup on the bottom. I'm guessing that's kind of like a ube syrup. Okay. For sure? No. That is so good. There's little crumbly graham crackers on top. You know, it's sweet. Because ube itself is not really sweet unless you're mixing into something to make it sweet, but ube itself is not. So it's sweet enough to be a dessert, this ube cheesecake, but not too sweet where you take one bite and you're like, ugh, that's too much. It's just enough. 2 thumbs up on the dessert. Thanks so much for hanging out with me again. Until the next video, stay safe. Bye.